You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I have got your weekly spoilers for July 21st through the 25th. Carly is raging and Jason is chasing a mystery girl. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. I'm super excited about what is happening this week. And in case you didn't know it, we are actually in July sweeps. Those don't end until July 30th. We've been in it all month long, and we haven't really talked about it a lot because these days they don't really release sweeps spoilers anymore, but there's been a ton going on and a ton more to come. Let's dive in. Monday, July 21st is season 62, episode 218 of GH. So Carly and Brennan are talking about their future. And it definitely sounds like they're getting more serious, which is going to turn out to be a real bummer for Carly when she finds out Brennan recruited her daughter Joss as a WSB agent and kept it from her and had Joss lying to her because Anna is hot on the trail of figuring this out. But Carly is completely stunned when Jack comes up to the Metro Court and surprises her at work. They have champagne out by the pool. He rolls up his suit pants and dangles his toes in the water with her when she kicks off her heels. And it's a very nice romantic thing, but you know, obviously this is going to blow up when she finds out what he's been doing. Speaking of, Vaughn gives Joss a very harsh warning. Looks like they're over at the office, and she's asking if Vaughn is saying that Brennan can do whatever he wants and get away with it. And yeah, I'm sure that's the answer, and we'll see what this is about if they're talking about Carly. I'm sure Joss would be a lot happier if her boss wasn't dating her mom. Then again, he was dating her before he became her boss. Plus, Dante gets Anna thinking. He saw Vaughn with Joss at the airport. He was surveilling Vaughn on Anna's orders. And I just wonder if they are starting to get an idea that Joss is an agent. I don't think Dante so much, but I do think Anna might have an inkling because of Joss's sudden mystery trip that Carly told her about. Anna may recognize that that's a tool that the WSB uses to cover up for training when they hire special agents. In some cases, like Anna and Valentine and Brennan went through like a WSB Academy training course that sounded longer, but they probably have different kind of courses for different types of agents. I don't know. But I don't think Anna will tell Dante what she suspects. Jason is at the airport after seeing a Britt doppelganger getting on a flight to Croatia. And Jason is trying to get on the plane or get this Britt-looking woman off the plane to talk to her. And it seems to me like Jason would have to buy a ticket to where she's going to get on that plane. But will he? Will he follow her around? I don't know. Jason is reflecting on some memories on Monday, and he's likely reminiscing about his brief but very intriguing romance with Britt, since Sasha was just basically telling him he needed to go find a woman. Brooklyn faces something unexpected. Looks like it's something to do with either Gio or with Rocco. And of course, we know Liesl is in town. And Lucy tells BLQ not to worry, she has it handled. So maybe it's more about stuff going on at Deception, and we'll see how that goes. Tuesday, July 22nd is season 62, episode 219 of General Hospital. And Mayor Laura Spencer is really shaken up after she learns something. I'm just wondering if she finds out that Marco was kidnapped and Sidwell, may drop in to warn her that her mob pal Sonny took his kid. Because also on Tuesday, Sidwell announces something major. Sonny wanted him to give up on trying to get the peers, but I just don't think Sidwell's going to do that. And I wonder if he might publicly expose Marco's kidnapping, or at least tell the mayor. Isaiah is urging Portia not to give up, and Isaiah may tell her to fight to keep her medical license. I do wonder if Portia might come clean to him about what's going on and what Drew is doing. I mean, I don't think Isaiah would rat her out. And does anybody else feel the vibe that if Portia and Curtis split, that Portia and Isaiah would be a thing. I get that vibe. Lucas tells someone his doubts. I think he's worrying that Marco may not survive the ordeal. Martin has some news to give to Tracy. And on Wednesday, July 23rd, it's episode 220 of season 62. Jason is determined not to give up. And I think he might still be on the search for finding the Britt lookalike. Obviously, Jason's going to keep chasing this woman till he finds out who she is, because by all accounts, the person that looks like that should be dead. Dante and Lulu discover something that panics them. And I wonder if they find out that Liesl is in town and that Rocco met with her, and more so that Rocco's the one who invited her to have a conversation with him. Not necessarily in person, but he definitely opened that door. Nina goes looking for Drew. She wants to talk. Maybe she's going to beg him one last time, please don't marry Willow. Haven't you done enough damage already? Or what I really hope is that she is spinning a plan that she cooked up with Liesl to get Drew out of Willow's life once and for all. Portia admits something big, and I wonder if she's going to tell somebody what Drew is demanding that she do. And everybody's really worried by Willow's behavior. Drew is absolutely changing her for the worst, and she's getting devious. Liesl was right when she mentioned the little smirk she had over Michael losing his kid. I ran my episode back and I looked at that smirk and I was like, oh, it really is devious, isn't it? Her wedding date of Drew is approaching, and I think Willow's just going off the rails. Thursday, July 24th is episode 221 of the current season of General Hospital. Elizabeth catches up with Liesl Obrecht, and if you know, Liz and Liesl got closer because they both cared so much about her dead husband, Franco. And Nina knows what she needs to do, and it's probably to tell Willow the truth about sleeping with her fiance, Drew, although he wasn't her fiance then. And Willow has a heart-to-heart with Scout. She's getting ready to be her stepmom, and knowing Drew, he will probably have Willow adopt her just to chain her more to his side. So I think this might be a pre-wedding thing. I'm assuming that Scout's going to be part of the wedding. We haven't seen her in a hot minute. And Alexis gives Drew her brutal opinion, and I wonder if it's on his actions or something to do with him and Willow. I don't think anybody much in town is a fan of his. And Trina stands very firm in her position, and I wonder if this is about staying apart from Kai because of what she sees as his betrayal. I do understand that he said something that she didn't want him to say to Drew, but on the other hand, what he heard was about people plotting and lying for somebody who's been kind to him. So it's messy. Friday, July 25th, episode 222 of season 62, Willow and Drew's wedding day brings chaos. Nobody's going to let Willow and Drew get a happily ever after, are they? Carly versus Lucas. They are ripping each other apart on Friday. I'm sure it's about Marco getting kidnapped by Sonny. Michael pours his heart out to Christina, and Ava is spooked by something. I wonder if Christina's circling around and doing something to mess with her. We'll see. And Lucy issues an invitation to somebody, and Tracy and BLQ have a tense talk by the pool this week. Also, some comings and goings. Sophia Mathison is officially out as Sasha Gilmore, which we leaked was coming a couple of weeks ago. Kelly Thiebaud's first scene aired on Friday, and of course, we still have no idea who she's playing. Tristan Rogers was back for 2 episodes as Robert Scorpio. He has been diagnosed with cancer. He is getting treatment. He and his family are optimistic, but they are asking for privacy right now. We leaked also 2 weeks ago that Tristan was going to come back as Robert for a couple of episodes to usher Sophia Mathison out as Sasha. I thought he looked really thin, like he's lost weight, which makes me super sad. Tristan Rogers remains my very first soap crush back in the day when I was just a kid starting to watch GH.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.